Hello, we're a DIY handyman, becoming self-reliant. I'm going to show you how to make an L cut today if you're installing ceramic tile or slate or whatever you might be installing. We have another video that has U cuts and so forth. You can find those as well on the same channel. An L cut here, we have a straight cut we've been putting in, and we set our gauge on the saw. I'm going to show you that when we go over to the saw. But I want to show you a little more on how we do the L cut off of a gauge cut. So let's stay with us and I'll show you how to do this and be like a professional. So when I'm taking an L cut, I don't need to worry about that cut coming in because on my saw, I already have that marked, and I'll show you how to do it in a minute. What I want to do is take my full piece of tile, as if I'm going to lay it in there and kind of hold it square. Make sure my joint is the same as my other joints. I can see where my L is here against the jamb, the wood, and I mark it. You got to kind of use an eyeball. I mark it. So when I go cut, I'll cut. My mark is here. So when I go cut, I'll cut it here off what's on the saw, and I'll cut it here in a perfect L and look like a professional cut. So let's go over to the saw now, and let's go make this cut. So my gauge is set here on my saw. It's already set for what the cut was running up the wall. That's a straight cut. My L is right here. So what I need to do is I need to make this size right here the same as this. So I'm going to flip this over. You try not to cut upside down, but in this situation we're going to be cutting upside down because that's going to go up against the wall anyway, and it's going to get hidden. We're going to put stone over that so to hide that cut. It's a little bit rougher on that cut edge. So I'm going to come in here. I got an idea where my L is. I got to eyeball this really good. I know I want to drop down here. I got it marked there. So I'm going to come in here like this. Let's do this together. Now, what took place on this is a slate, right? So when you pick this up, you run the risk all the time of it snapping and popping off. What I would do now is I got to go back and remark and cut this and do it again. That's a problem when you're working with natural stones or marbles. Granted, not so much, but natural stones and marbles. So I would have cut that into here. Then I would have taken this where my mark is and just lay it where my mark is. And I'll show you this on the L cut right now. We finish this video up. Have a perfect L cut. That gives me a perfect L cut to fit back in there. But because it broke, it's not the right size. So I'm going to go back and recut it. But I want to show you basically how you're going to make a perfect L cut. No overlap. It's nice and clean. It's very professional. You too could be doing the same thing the professional does.